ਸੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਵੈਸਟਰਨ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਕਾਲਜ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਹੋਏ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਪਾਲ ਧਾਲੀਵਾਲ ਤੇ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਸਿਮਸ ਦੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਆ। ਸੋ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਜੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੰਗ੍ਰੈਚੁਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਐਂਡ ਆਲਸੋ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ।
ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ, ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੰਗ੍ਰੈਚੁਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ। ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਾ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਿਊ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ। ਅੱਜ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਐਕਸਾਈਟਿੰਗ ਦਿਨ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰਕੇ। ਇੱਥੇ ਵੈਸਟਰਨ ਕਾਲਜ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਕਾਲਜ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਇੱਥੇ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਉਪਰਾਲਾ ਚੁੱਕਿਆ ਆ ਸਰੀ ਬੋਰਡ ਆਫ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਇੱਥੇ ਟੈਕਨੋਲੋਜੀ ਹੱਬ ਬਣੂਗਾ ਤੇ ਇਨ ਪਾਰਟਨਰਸ਼ਿਪ ਵਿਦ ਦ ਸਰੀ ਬੋਰਡ ਆਫ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ। ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਟੀਚਰ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਤੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਆ, ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਜਦੋਂ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਓਪਰਚੁਨਿਟੀਜ਼ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਆ। ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਟੈਕਨੋਲੋਜੀ ਵੱਲ ਦੇਖੀਏ, AI ਆ ਗਿਆ ਆ, ਬਲੌਕਚੇਨ ਆ ਗਿਆ, ਸਾਈਬਰ ਸਿਕਿਉਰਿਟੀ ਦਾ ਫਿਕਰ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਆ, ਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਵੀ ਸਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਟੈਕ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਦੀ। ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਆ। ਇੱਧਰ ਕਰਿਕੂਲਮ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਤੇ ਇੱਧਰ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟੀਕਲ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਵੀ ਹੋਊਗੀ। ਸੋ ਦੋਨੋਂ ਜਾਣੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, ਸਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗੇ ਵੀ ਗਾਂ ਲੈ ਜਾਣਗੇ। ਸਰੀ ਇਜ਼ ਦ ਬੈਸਟ ਪਲੇਸ। ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਦੱਸੀ ਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ, ਪਰ ਦੱਸਣ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ that Surrey is the best place to live, and it is an exciting place for education, for technology, and it's a happening centre. And I want to thank my friend here for the amazing investments that they've made in Surrey and making Surrey a better place for everyone.
ਮਿਸਟਰ ਧਾਲੀਵਾਲ, ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਉਪਰਾਲਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ, ਬੜਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਲੱਗਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨਵਾਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਲਿਆਂਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ। ਸੋ ਪਰ ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਹੋਰ ਅਵੇਅਰਨੈਸ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਣ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਕੀ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਯੰਗਸਟਰਸ ਨੂੰ?
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਜੀ, ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਫॉर ਕਮਿੰਗ। ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਗੱਲ ਆ ਵੀ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਦਾ ਉਦਘਾਟਨ ਕੀਤਾ। ਸਰੀ ਐਂਡ ਟੈਕਨੋਲੋਜੀ ਸਕਿੱਲ ਸੈਂਟਰ, ਇਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਰੀ ਬੋਰਡ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਾਰਟਨਰਸ਼ਿਪ ਕੀਤਾ। ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਵੀਆਂ ਕੰਪਨੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ, ਜੇ ਨਵੇਂ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਨੂੰ ਟੈਕਨੋਲੋਜੀ ਨੀਡਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਐਜੂਕੇਟ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੇ ਯੰਗਸਟਰਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਈਜ਼ੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ if they want to get into technology sector, right? So we're doing this with the Surrey Board of Trade, and we started this project about a couple of years ago, and we've done some other training programs with them too. So ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ success rate ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਸੀ। ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਾ ਸਰੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਇਹ ਉਪਰਾਲਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਵੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੀ ਸਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਹੋ ਸਕੇ। ਅਸੀਂ ਸਰੀ also Western Community College ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ is known to do that program within the community, what is needed. ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਚੀਜ਼ 'ਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਫੋਕਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿਹਦੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਆ, whether it's health care, whether it's technology, whether anything, ECE, ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮਸ ਦੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਸਾਲ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਰੀ ਸੈਂਟਰ 3 'ਚ ਆਈ ਸੀ, and we are doing hospitality bachelor program there. ਹੁਣ ਸਕਿੱਲ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਇੱਥੇ ਅੱਜ ਉਦਘਾਟਨ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ। Next year we'll be starting a new campus next door, and also last month ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ announcement make ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ that we are doing a student housing. We'll be building 745 student housing. So that we want to invest in Surrey. That's where we started. WCC was started here. We want to invest it, and Surrey is a vibrant community. We want to do best we can as a business in here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you Jinni ji. Thank you.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Thank you. ਸੋ ਮੈਂਬਰ ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਸੁਖ ਧਾਲੀਵਾਲ ਜੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਨੇ। ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਇਸ ਓਪਨਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਨੇ। ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਤੇ ਟੈਕਨੋਲੋਜੀ ਦੀ, ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਵੀ ਸੀ, ਤੇ ਸਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਹੋਰ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਆ। ਸੁਖ ਜੀ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਹੋਗੇ ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇਹ ਸਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਰਲ ਕੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਇਆ?
ਦੇਖੋ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਟੂ ਕਮਰਸ਼ਲਾਈਜੇਸ਼ਨ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈਗੀ। ਵੈਸਟਰਨ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਕਾਲਜ ਤੇ ਸਰੀ ਬੋਰਡ ਆਫ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਰਲ ਕੇ ਉਦਮ ਕੀਤਾ, ਸ਼ਲਾਘਾਯੋਗ ਆ, ਔਰ ਸਾਡੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਲਈ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੀ ਅਪਰਚੂਨਿਟੀ ਆ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਟੈਕਨੋਲੋਜੀ ਐਵਰੀ ਸੈਕਿੰਡ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਐਡਵਾਂਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਆ। ਹੁਣ ਆਰਟੀਫਿਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਇੰਟੈਲੀਜੈਂਸ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ ਟੈਕਨੋਲੋਜੀ ਦਾ ਯੁੱਗ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਅੱਗੇ, ਔਰ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇੰਸਟੀਟਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਹੈਗੀ ਇੱਕ ਅਹਿਮ ਰੋਲ ਅਦਾ ਕਰੂ। ਅੱਜ ਲੋਕ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵਲੀ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਕਈ, ਪਰ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਪੋਜ਼ੀਟਿਵ ਪਾਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਨਾ ਤਾਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੇ ਫਾਇਦੇ ਆ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਵੈਸਟਰਨ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਕਾਲਜ ਦੇ ਗੁਰਪਾਲ ਧਾਲੀਵਾਲ, ਅਨੀਟਾ ਹੁਬਰਮੈਨ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਰੀ ਬੋਰਡ ਆਫ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ ਤੋਂ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਲਾਰ ਗਰੁੱਪ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਕਰਦਾ। ਹੁਣ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵਧਾਈ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਲਈ अपॉर्चुनिटी ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਬੈਕਯਾਰਡ 'ਚ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਬੇਸਡ ਇਕਨੋਮੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੇ ਕੰਪੀਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਟੈਕਨੋਲੋਜੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ ਉਸ ਸਪੀਡ 'ਤੇ ਹੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਟ੍ਰੇਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਪਊਗਾ ਜਿਸ ਸਪੀਡ ਨਾਲ ਟੈਕਨੋਲੋਜੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਅੱਗੇ ਵੱਧ ਰਹੀ ਆ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਬੜਾ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹਾਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਆਪ ਬੀਇੰਗ ਇੰਜੀਨੀਅਰਿੰਗ ਗ੍ਰੈਜੂਏਟ ਦੇਖਦਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਵੀ 1990 ਜਦੋਂ ਗ੍ਰੈਜੂਏਟ ਹੋਇਆ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਤੋਂ ਕੈਲਗੀ ਤੋਂ ਤਾਂ ਉਦੋਂ GPS ਦੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਰਿਸੀਵਰ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ। ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ GPS ਦੀਆਂ ਆਪਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੰਨੀ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਖੜ੍ਹੇ। ਸੋ ਇਹ ਟੈਕਨੋਲੋਜੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਐਡਵਾਂਸ ਹੋਣ ਲਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਐਡਵਾਂਸ ਹੋਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ। ਸੋ ਦਿਸ ਇਜ਼ ਅ ਗੁੱਡ ਅਪਰਚੁਨਿਟੀ।
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਵੈਰੀ ਮੱਚ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਜੀ।
ਮਿਹਰਬਾਨੀ ਭੈਣ ਬਲਜਿੰਦਰ। ਫਿਰ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਔਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਪਿਆਰ ਤੇ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ।
That are here by the LARC group and another 5 to come, leveraging our other educational institutional assets as well, because it's all about collaboration in this Surrey Health and Technology District by the LARC group.
When I came into politics 2015, 8.5 years ago, one of the first groups we met was Microsoft, who had just opened a development center in Vancouver. And when we talked to Microsoft on why they built a development center here, they said the right ingredients to have for a development center is a multicultural population, close proximity to other markets, and most of all, a hub of technology nearby. And lastly, the most important is to have advanced education facilities nearby, because people want to learn and relearn as their careers, and especially in technology. It's not one of those things you learn once and you never get upgraded. You always have to upgrade. And moving forward, 8 years, I've seen Anita bring this technology center, the expansion of that, the LARC group right here specifically in City Center 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, bring these companies to life. And then we've seen universities move here. We've seen Simon Fraser expand to sustainable energy, robotics, environmental engineering, now hopefully a medical school very soon, to UBC coming to literally across the street. This will become that hub where you'll see more companies like Google, Microsoft, Tesla, NVIDIA, etc. that'll move here. And just last month I was in Ottawa and I was approached by, I brought to Ottawa 5 AI companies that are looking at Surrey Centre to make it their home for those very reasons, because we have a technology hub, we have the skills and training centers. So I really want to commend Western Community College for putting their footprint here, but also Anita, who has, through private money, this is not government funded, opened a satellite secondary office to show the commitment to the technology hub, to attract more businesses here so that we can help make Surrey Centre the best place to live, learn, work, and play. We can have our youth, we have the largest student population in all of British Columbia, and I think the largest in Western Canada outside of Ontario, to have opportunities so they can learn the skills and trades that they need to go into for the future and get good, well-paying jobs, and that all starts right here. So thank you once again, and congratulations. I'm also here with my colleague Sue Dollywald, Sue, who's also here today with us, and so we're all profoundly excited about whenever we get these new exciting opportunities to make our city and our region a better place. Thank you.
To you, Garpal Taliwal, of course, and your team. You've always been humble, and I tell you one thing that reminds about you is you have never been a cocky. You always came across as a good human being who always try to make a difference in people's lives. So I want to thank you. Of course, your leadership, is always inspiring. Any time any minister comes in, Randeep can witness that they go so impressed because you fight so hard for this community, for this city, and we need more leaders like yourself who can step up and can make a difference. And I want to. Of course, it's our group, right? Remember when I started to crawl in politics, even the horse riding. They are the ones, who gave me a jumping pad along with the, other people that I would not name now today, and The reason I see this city growing is because this is the leaders like the one that I mentioned are committed to making a difference. I, being a graduate of engineering degrees, 3 of them on my side, I remember GPS 1990 when I graduated from University of Calgary with my last degree. I had to carry those large Trimble Aztec receivers to do the global positioning, but now we all carry those in our watches. As Randeep said, the technology advances every day, and we need more institutions like this that can bring in the resources and the people skills that we need to get our community moving, Surrey moving, Canada moving. So thank you all, and very best to you, and do enjoy. And Anita, always an honor.
We're on the territory of the Coast Salish people, and I want to acknowledge my colleagues, MLA colleagues, Jeannie Sims, MLA, and Eleanor Sturco, MLA, and civic colleagues, Linda Annis and Mike Bowes. But I want to get serious just for a second. In the policy area, leaders at the Bank of Canada have talked about the productivity challenges of Canada. And productivity is basically, the definition is it measures the effectiveness of the input to, including labor, to production. So generally, if you have more output from less or the same input, then you become more productive. Now, Jean Chrétien famously directed his ministers not to talk about productivity because he thought people would think that he was saying that people were lazy, that they weren't working hard enough. So he said, please don't ever, in that characteristic Jean Chrétien style, I'm sure, don't use the word. But nonetheless, it is a real challenge in the Canadian economy and recognized by the think tanks, by the Bank of Canada, and by some members of in the political group as well. But perhaps the most important way to increase productivity, because we all benefit when we are more efficient, more output from the same input, is for business to adopt technology and for people, workers, citizens, to be trained to use it. And as Randeep said, it's not just once, it's basically a continuous process. So, and we can use technology for good. I mean, there are, in the cybersecurity world, there's all kinds of bad people out there that want to crash our systems, but we can learn how to build a better cybersecurity system. We can learn how to use AI for artificial intelligence for good. We can learn how to, using blockchain, define chains of custody of whether any kind of production, where people want to know that what they're buying comes from a reputable source that's used good labor practices and good environmental standards. So technology can be used for good. We can increase productivity. And what this institution, the new institution, is going to do exactly that. It's going to challenge us to increase productivity, to train people to adopt new technology, and Surrey, of course, will be the leader. Surrey is the leader, in my view, in British Columbia. It's a model for Canada of how we can do things better. And the future is very bright in Surrey, and I think this is just one more example of it. So thank you very much for inviting me and my colleagues, and I bring greetings on behalf of the Premier as well. Thank you.
Well, what a wonderful group to be looking out onto. It's, I think it's a testament to the work that Anita does and the outreach she does with people, that so many of you have come here on a work day to talk about this. But for me, it really is a pleasure to be here today, because what I'm seeing, most of you know I'm a teacher, right? And what we're seeing is education and the business world and economy coming together to move us forward. And I have always said, for governments to operate well and to do well, You always have to make sure you take care of the economic side, the business growth side, the job growth side, because when that part of the engine is working really well, then we can do all the other good things like childcare, social housing, and all the things that we need to do to build more safe and just communities. I want to thank the LARC group. This is not my first rodeo in this building. It's always a little delight to be here. And Gurpal, and you know that Western College is just about everywhere. I don't think I ever go to a Surrey board event where you are not there, right? And dominating. And Anita's energy is, let me tell you, legendary. Okay? Even if I miss a meeting, people phone and tell me, oh my God, you should have seen Anita's energy. But her energy comes from a good place. My very first meeting with Anita was many years ago when I was a member of parliament, and her passion for childcare. And telling me how we needed childcare in order to attract workers. I absolutely agree with her. And the program we've implemented as a government is moving forward along those lines and is benefiting so many families. And the federal government has now joined into the plan as well, right? But we always welcome partnerships. But that's just one example that for Anita, she not only sees the business growth and the economic growth, but realizes the social side has to be looked after as well, and that the both things go together. We need housing. How do we keep firefighters? How do we keep teachers? How do we keep doctors and nurses if we don't have affordable housing for them? So that's important. But today is a very special day because, as you said, tech comes together with education. And I'm a Luddite, and I'll be the first one to admit it, right? I'm a Luddite. I use technology every day, but I only learn it as far as I have to learn it. I'm not one of these people who has to sit there and take it apart to see how it works. No, I always say, tell me how it works and I will use it. I don't need to know how it works. But one thing we do need to know how it works is cybersecurity. So I'm so pleased to see that this hub here is going to be focused on cybersecurity and leading the way. When I was a minister, that was in my portfolio, and I can tell you, when you go into that room, the cybersecurity enclave, you begin to realize the importance as our technology advances for our cybersecurity also to advance, just to keep up with what's happening everywhere else. Blockchain. If somebody had asked me what blockchain was 9 years ago, I would have laughed at them and said, are you kidding? But I had to learn all about blockchain, and you'll be happy to know that your government is using blockchain. And I was a minister when we first implemented that, and it is used with the small business registry right now. So it's implemented and work is being done in that area as well. So what I see here, a lot of practical things coming together in here, but the exciting part is this center is going to provide opportunities for startups and scale-ups. It's going to bring together a diverse group. Surrey is the center of the world, in case you didn't know it, right? And I have always believed and do believe that Surrey is the place to live in. It's the place where I have chosen to live, and it's a place that has huge potential. Look, folks, Vancouver doesn't have much land left. We have land. When we look at the industrial land we have the potential of the train from Portland all the way up here, and I know there's preliminary work being done on that as well. We've got the SkyTrain going in, we've got a hospital, we've got a new tower going up, we've got investments in housing happening all around, and investments in supporting our small and medium-sized businesses. But for me, the most exciting thing here is education. It's about learning. And I want to say to both people here from the educational field and to the business community, kudos to you. Kudos to you for cohabiting and being co-hosts of a workspace where learning and economic futures can be built together. Thank you so much for your passion and for your commitment.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for the invitation to be here, and I'll keep my remarks brief. I just really want to congratulate Western Community College, Surrey Board of Trade, the Lark Group. This is a fantastic space. Surrey is an opportunity city. It's also an international city where we bring the world to Surrey, and we also show the world what Surrey has to offer. We're in a challenging time in our province, there's no doubt. We have challenges in healthcare, challenges in housing, challenges in affordability. But one of the solutions to that is making sure that we have a working group of people, people who are educated, people, skilled workers, to work together with industry to build our economy. And that's truly what's happening here with the partnership that's between Western Community College and the Surrey Board of Trade, making sure that the curriculum is meeting the needs of industry, which means that people, when they come out of school, will have excellent jobs, and hopefully they're going to be staying here in British Columbia, staying here in Surrey, and helping grow our province into the prosperous place that it should be. So thank you, congratulations, thank you very much, and best of luck with this endeavor.
Thank you, Anita. And yes, energy that's infectious. I've known Anita for a very long time. I think it was her first month on the job. She came on one of my farm tours to learn about Surrey's agricultural industry. A little bit of a history lesson. What I do best, right, Anita? Yeah. A history lesson. This didn't happen overnight. This is a culmination of almost 20 years' work. Visionary people create cities. Visionary people create vibrant cities. This is the work started by Diane Watts when she created Innovation Boulevard. And a little known developer, Larry Fisher, jumped in, Kurt continuing that on, visionaries that saw the potential that Surrey had to become the center of the universe. And quote Bill Reed, Surrey is the center of the universe. And it's because of visionaries like this, visionaries like Anita, that this center now is here. It's come to fruition. We brought SFU. SFU built an engineering school. Then KPU decided they needed to be in the city center. Now we have SFU building a medical school. UBC is going to come. And yes, you can't build a city without having proximity to post-secondary education. And that is happening here. This is a vibrant city. And this is going to build our city core, bringing tech companies. I chair 2 insurance companies, and cybersecurity is our #1 risk. And having Western Community College, SFU, KPU, UBC coming, we can work hard to defend ourselves. A place to learn, a place to work, good quality jobs. This is exciting. We in the city of Surrey are excited by this. So thank you, Anita. Thank you to Lark Group. Thank you to the province for their support as well. And everybody, have a great day and enjoy.
Of Invest Vancouver, Jackie Griffith.
Thank you very much. It's really an honor to be here, and I just want to start first by acknowledging the tremendous leadership of everyone in this room. These aren't things that happen overnight. I know for all of you this has been a commitment and really is a legacy that will carry on for your children, for your grandchildren, for the entire community. So thank you very much, and please, all of you deserve it. I just want to acknowledge many of the comments that were made today around the importance of productivity, education, and what it means to have a strong and innovative economy. The Metro Vancouver region is 60% of the economy within British Columbia, and the city of Surrey is the fastest growing city within that region. It is truly the hub within a hub. It has a young and talented population. And within the region, when we're working with multinationals, it's true, we don't necessarily have the most land, but what we have is an incredibly talented workforce. And that's what draws multinationals, the Amazons, the Microsofts. That's what also helps our smaller organizations that are growing across all aspects of tech. That's what helps them to thrive. So when we look at how it is we promote the region, these types of centers are absolutely critical. These are the centers that we tour as individuals, come into the region to say, look at what an amazing, innovative, and talented regional economy we can offer you. And so with that, I say congratulations to everyone. I know this has been a labor of love, and wishing you all the greatest success. Thank you very much.
Which is coming next year. We were in Toronto last year, and it doesn't mean it's all about Vancouver. So we're going to bring all of these tech companies from around the world to Surrey's Health and Technology District. And please help me welcome the co-founder of our Health and Technology District by the Lark Group, Mr. Dr. Ryan Darcy.
Wow, this is amazing. Both the energy of the Surrey Board of Trade, Western Community College. I love the fact that energy is being used today, because when we envisioned the concept of the Health and Technology District, we talked about the concept that in science and in physics specifically, collisions create energy. In fact, collisions create some of the most untappable energy that we have. And we're looking at something incredibly unique in bringing together the business community and the education community in creating these collisions. And we started this, actually, in terms of the Health and Technology District, we started this with the concept of using that collision concept to create energy to start innovating our healthcare, which we now do globally around the world. And this district, the Health and Technology District, is actually transcended internationally, so much so that as far away as Australia, there are districts that are modeled after what we're doing right here in Surrey. So I think it's very true that now we're moving and we're expanding on that unique advantage to actually pull these collisions into bringing together our young people that are learning with our businesses to continue innovating far beyond health. And that's the vision of the Health and Technology District. We use the word "and" very particularly because it wasn't just about health. It was about catalyzing our assets in health to build a strong and vibrant technology sector that would be world-class and world-leading. And I agree, actually, that we are moving past Canada now with events like today to be a global leader in this sphere. And so I'd really like to thank everyone for all their energy in their community and their passion for this. I can tell you firsthand, this is not an abstract concept. I actually also have the privilege of teaching young people who are in engineering and who are in innovation, and they are creating these very tech companies that are employing jobs and driving our economy forward, pardon me. And in fact, what's beautiful to see is when it comes full circle. And these people are exactly the people that you can watch on the list of Surrey Board of Trade's top 20 under 20, for example. So this is all happening right here in Surrey. And we're excited to pull everyone along to make it happen bigger and bolder every day. So thank you.